Hello everyone, this is Anirudh Siddhanti from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. I'm here to explain a topic about delimitation properties of YBCO tapes under shear stress along the width direction. Introduction. Compared with the first generation high temperature superconducting materials, the second generation HTS conducts that have more impressive properties, such as higher critical current density, higher strength, higher critical magnetic field, and lower AC loss. The second generation HTS materials are coming into use in variety of HTS applications, such as superconducting magnetic energy storage, superconducting motor, fault current limiter, magnetic resonance imaging, and nuclear magnetic resonance. In this paper, experimental apparatus which applies shear stress along the width direction of YBCO tapes is designed. The different termination strength and critical current IC degradation behaviors under shear stress at the edge and the center of the tape are investigated using different anvil size. In addition, a numerical simulation is to describe the stress distribution of the YBCO tapes under shear stress is performed to explain the experimental result. The effect of moment of shear stress on YBCO tapes has also been discussed. Experimental apparatus. Delimitation stress, delimitation test under shear stress were carried out carried out by a universal testing machine equipped with a liquid nitrogen cryostat as shown in figure. The experimental apparatus for the delimitation test of YBCO CCs under shear stress as both at both room temperature and liquid nitrogen temperature at 77 Kelvin. An upward force pulled by the pull rod installed in the left end wheel, loading a shear stress on the left side of the YBCO tapes. This action was generated by controlled by the universal testing machine on top of the apparatus. This is the universal testing machine in which we are calculating the uh, shear stress. This is the left end wheel, pull rod, right end wheel, shear load. This is the sample. These are end wheel holder. This is the pull rod, shear load. Shear load is applying this direction. This voltage tapes current leds. We are calculating the values. Experimental setup for the delimitation test under shear load. Overall view of the setup test. This is overall view. Sample assembling of the delimitation test under shear stress load. And C. Experimental apparatus for the IC measure test under shear load. Sample preparation for the shear stress test. The YBCOCC used in the experiment was produced by a superpower SCS 4050 conducts 4 mm in width and 0.1 mm in thickness, which had a slit edge on one side of an original edge, that is an unslit edge on other side. For the shear stress, the tape width length of 30 mm were soldered between two end wheels. Then the sample which are carefully soldered onto the left and right end wheels were assembled to the left and right end wheel holders. The soldering temperature was maintained at 180 degrees Celsius by using heat blower. This is the left hand wheel and we are blowing the heat. Mechanism delimitation test under shear stress. The DEVA with the sample assembly was installed on the universal testing machine. Liquid nitrogen was slowly transferred into the DEVA until the sample assembly was completely submerged. Thus, the sample and anvil can be cooled in the stress-free manner. Then the shear stress was applied to the sample by lifting the load bar at the displacement rate of 0.5 mm per minute. The gray area was the soldering area. Experiments at the room temperature were performed by the same technique. The shear stress can be calculated from the shear load dividing the anvil soldering area. This is the shear stress. And here it is the fracture point. IC measurements under shear stress. IC degradation was measured as a function of shear stress with a four-probe method as shown in figure 1. The sample length of 60 mm which filtered on the copper terminal. Both terminals of the conductor were clamped by copper blocks which were bolted with the current leads to conducted a DC power supply. The right anvil was connected to the DC power supply with insulation to avoid short circuit current during the experiment. A pair of voltage tab was attached to the conductor with a 30 mm separation distance directly located on the both side of the anvil. Experimental result. The mechanical delimitation strength under shear stress is determined as the shear stress delivered by the left anvil soldering area. Compares the shear strength of the unslit edge, slit edge, and the center of the YBC OCC at room temperature and liquid nitrogen temperature 77 Kelvin. The average shear strength of the center is the highest stress, and that of the slit edge shows the lowest value of both room temperature and liquid nitrogen. The mechanical damage induced in the edge of the CC tapes formed by the slitting process. The normalized IC by IC naught as a function of shear stress is shown in figure 5. Different degradation behavior of critical current could be observed depending on the location where the shear stress occurs. There is no significant IC degradation until diminution is initiated. IC decreases due to the lowest value after the sample is completely eliminated. The adept drop in the IC of the unslit slit edge, and the center of the CC tapes occurs under the stress of 6.2, 4.9, and 6.6 megapascal respectively. Termination strength under shear stress for the unslitted edge center and a slit edge of the YBCOCC at room temperature and the liquid nitrogen. This is the room at room temperature. This is at liquid nitrogen. This is electrochemical property of the slit edge and center of the YBCO tapes at liquid nitrogen, where it falls gradually. The table 1 property of structural model matter thickness elastic modulus uh, Poisson's ratio yield strength at megapascal material that is copper it is copper stabilizer HDS and buffer AG is a silver solder. This is the table. Discussion. The stress distribution of the YBCO tapes under shear stress is analyzed based on the finite element analyzation. However, the 3D model of the experimental setup leads to a large number of modeling effort and computing time. A precise structural model of the conductor inducting the separate YBCO buffers layer, a silver layer, copper stabilizer layer, and a soldering layer has been modeled. The highest stress in a induced at the copper stabilized layer. The second highest stress is at the uh, silver layer and then followed by the stress induced at the YBCO layer. The peak shear stress of all layers are several folds higher than the termination stress shear strength of 5 megapascals. When the 5 megapascal force is applied to pull a rod, it will produce a tendency for the left end wheel to rotate about the tape M equal to FD. When the shear stress decreases with the decrease of moment arm from 20 to 10 mm, thus to reduce the effect of moment on the termination test, the moment arm D divide the full rod and the testing sample should be as short as possible. Conclusion for that is the delimitation test for of the YBCO tape under the shear stress at both room temperature and liquid nitrogen temperature has been performed. The average shear strength of the center of the tape is the highest stress, and the slit edge shows the lowest value. The average shear strength of for the your unslit edge is higher than for a slit edge. Moreover, the average shear strengths at liquid nitrogen are higher than those at room temperature. The critical current IC significantly degrades only when the termination starts. IC decrease due to the lowest value after the sample is completely terminate. During the operation of the YBCO coils, the axial forces at the outer layers of the coil may induce a movement to the inner layer, which means that the inner layer conducts of the coil will suffer both axial stress and movement along the width direction of the tapes. Study on the effect of movement and the shear stress on the YBCO coils will be performed in the future. Thank you. That's all for it. Thank you.